What is up, my friends? It's Hamateur Hour, also known as K8W00. That's K8. Woo!
You're talking about all man, Ric Flair. Woo! Woo!
I wanted to take a little time to do a very short, or at least I hope it's short, video, just to kind of introduce myself. I've done a couple videos so far. I haven't really dove into who am I, what is the idea behind the channel, and this is going to be kind of like, you know, a little preview. It's gonna sit up there at the top of the channel, and it's gonna be like, hey, why are you here? Why am I here? I don't know. I think it's to have fun, but who knows? So I've always been interested in ham radio in one way or another, at least not always, but probably in the back, I don't know, probably back in the early 2000s, 2000, I don't know, 2, 3, 4. I worked at a summer camp here in Cincinnati where I live, and they taught the radio merit badge there. The area that I worked in taught that particular merit badge, and I saw the people kind of, you know, making contacts and things like that, and you know, I thought it was pretty cool. And I actually went for my radio license back then a couple times. I actually failed my test a few times. I think back then it was called, I think it was novice that I was going for. I don't think they have that level anymore. But basically technician, what it is now. But anyways, so I'm kind of into the outdoors. I'm into shooting, you know, guns and camping and, you know, overlanding, off-road, things of that nature. And, you know, if you're out there, you know that ham radio, or kind of GMRS, but a little bit of ham radio, there's a lot of crossover there. And so I started watching a few videos here and there. I ran into Josh at Ham Radio Crash Course on a channel that I follow. And I'm like, this radio stuff's kind of cool. So I started watching his videos, and then I started watching other people's videos, and I was like, holy crap, this seems like a really cool hobby to get into. So a couple months ago, I got my technician license, and then 1 month after that, I got my general. Haven't got my extra yet, but I do plan on getting it this summer if I have time to study, but it is something I definitely want to pursue. Since jumping into the ham radio world, I don't actually know where the heck I want to go with it. There's one thing that I know for sure that I want to do, and that is POTA. I've had a lot of fun hunting POTA. If you watched one of my last videos of me setting up my HF radio, which is right here, I've pretty much used it to to hunt POTA activations. Since then, I figured it was an easy way to get in the hobby, easy way to get out there and talk to people, and so far it's been really fun. The one thing I did, if you watched my HF video, I went with a battery for my power to start with, to save a little money, but I definitely want to do some activations myself. It's been really stormy and rainy since I got my radio set up, so I haven't done that yet, but that's one thing I want to focus on. But honestly, like, I feel like, I always tell everybody, I feel like I'm drinking out of a fire hose when I'm trying to decide where I want to go in this hobby. It's like, do I want to talk to satellites? Do I want to do digital? Do I want to do, you know, HF? Do I want to do UHF, VHF? Do I want to do, you know, System Fusion or D-Star? Or, you know, do I want to get into CW? I mean, like, oh my gosh, like, I think that this hobby, when you first get into it, it is very intimidating, and it is very, I don't know, it seems like it's way more difficult than it is. So the one thing I'm trying to do is kind of put my blinders on and kind of focus on small chunks as I go. Which leads me to what I want to do here on Hamateur Hour. So there are a ton of blogs, there are a ton of YouTube channels out there already. You know, a lot of people might be like, you know, why start another YouTube channel? There's already people out there, you know, with 10, 15, 20, 100,000 subscribers. You know, I don't know. You know, I've done YouTube a lot in different hobbies that I've done. I know that I'm not going to make any money doing it. That's not why I want to do it. I mainly want to do it because I want to share my knowledge with you. Right now, my knowledge is like here, right? It's way down low. I don't know a lot, but I'm learning. But the one thing I really want to do is I want to share my knowledge as I gain it. And if you're a new ham radio operator out there, or you're thinking about getting into the hobby, I really want to share my experience. I want to tell you, what did I learn? What was good? What was bad? I want to share my trials and my tribulations, my failures and my successes. And that's pretty much what I want to do here on this channel. Additionally, I do plan on doing some reviews. Again, I am not super technical, so at least in the beginning, I see my reviews being more towards, you know, how does this you know, piece of equipment, whether it's a radio or an antenna or some other piece of tech, how easy is it for someone brand new in the hobby to learn? I'm sure as time goes on, they will be more comprehensive reviews, you know, with some more technical aspects to it. But, you know, I will say, like, there's some people out there that I watch the reviews and I'm like, I have no idea what the heck that person just said. So, you know, basically, you know, it's the perspective from the noob, the perspective from someone who is brand new. The other thing that I really want to do, I mentioned POTA before. I do want to do some POTA videos. I don't think that just kind of doing a whole activation, I know some people might like that, some people might not. I want to kind of have fun with it. You know, like I said before, I've done a lot of videos. I haven't done a lot of vlog style videos, but I've done a lot of documentary style videos, and I want to incorporate maybe a lot of B-roll of the parks that I go to. You know, also including, you know, the activation and talking to people and things of that nature. I really think it might be cool to do some live streaming while I'm activating, if there's, you know, service to do so. Ran into a guy the other day that was live streaming, and it was pretty cool watching while I was trying to get in to his park, of him sitting there and hanging out with people. And finally, I just want to share, you know, my journey with you. You know, next week, or no, it's this week, but, you know, who knows? This is kind of an intro thing. Going to a storm spotter training. I think that's kind of cool. I plan on going to different ham radio clubs, to their meetings, you know, showing off what they're doing, you know, some field day videos. I don't know. I just want to have fun with it. I want to share my journey with you. And I think that nowadays on YouTube, you know, it's less about this polished, you know, short form content. And I think a lot of people out there appreciate content which is more experience oriented, and that's what I want to do here. You know, I'm not looking for 1 million subscribers. You know, if you want to watch what I'm putting out, I would greatly appreciate it. If it's not your thing, you don't gotta watch, you know, and that's totally fine. I mean, I follow certain people, don't follow certain people, and that's where it is, you know. The one thing I also want to say is I do plan on improving my videos over time. You know, right now I'm using this webcam. It's a pretty good webcam, at least for my videos here at home. But, you know, I've got a better camera. I've got a nice Nikon camera I could be shooting this on. I'm just not set up that way. You know, this background, it's awful. This background, I mean, it's my office. I don't show anyone my office. I'm the only person who sees it. But now I'm doing videos, it looks like crap, and I need to do some work on it. So I'm going to kind of build that out, make it look better behind me, so you're not just looking at all my junk behind me. You know, getting the equipment that I need to kind of film myself doing things. I'm already doing, you know, some things. You can see my beard's blocking it, but I'm using a better mic. You know, I use this mic in the videos that I do for work. Why wasn't I using that before? I don't know. I was kind of being lazy, but someone did point out, and I do admit that my last video, which was how to get a vanity call sign. The audio was kind of awful in it. But yeah, basically I am looking to improve the quality of my content over time, as well as my knowledge over time, and hopefully I can become a YouTuber that can share my knowledge with you. You can learn from me, you can learn with me, you can learn from my mistakes, you can learn from my successes. But if you're here, I appreciate you. I would absolutely love it if you would shoot me a subscription. Hard to build a YouTube channel nowadays. Trying to hit 50 so I can live stream. There's a block that YouTube has up there that doesn't let you go live unless you have 50 subscribers, which kind of stinks. But I'm also on X and Instagram, and I'm going to have a Facebook here pretty soon, but it's Hamateur_hour on all of those. Facebook might be different, but if you search it, I'm sure it'll pop up after I get it live. But yeah, if you have anything you would like to ask me, if you have anything that you would like me to do in terms of content, please drop it in the comments. I would love to, you know, kind of steer what I do towards, you know, the people who want to watch me. But otherwise, I'm going to have fun with it. And I'm going to enjoy getting into this ham radio hobby. And, but yeah, want to bring you along for the ride. Other than that, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks.